This is Pokemon. Pokemon Black, my favorite, well, kind of favorite, Pokemon game. And I'm getting an Instagram text that I'm checking on my phone. But I'm also playing this Pokemon game. My favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon White. I didn't do the start button correctly. And I've played this game, like, more times than I can count, I even have a run that I should be working on that I stopped because of just life shit going on. That's not a shiny Hoppip that you're seeing on the screen right now. I think that is actually similar to the shiny color palette, but I just changed the color palette for the Pokemon, so they're just gonna look weird. If you, and by you, I mean whoever the fuck is watching this, whether it's me in the future or whatever, sees weird-ass looking Pokemon, it's because I messed with the color settings, so, yeah, this is a fully randomized run, like, well, and by fully randomized, I just mean, like, a ton of the shit is randomized. It's probably not, like, technically... Damn, I didn't do the start and select buttons. Okay, well... I will figure that out later. Wait, what? What button is that? I didn't even know that was like an option. What button would that normally be on a DS to change the caps? Okay, weird. What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon White. Pokemon White is my favorite. Probably basically my favorite game of all time. Sometimes I like to mix it up and play its counterpart, Pokemon Black, like I'm doing now, although it doesn't really matter in this case because everything's gonna be random anyway. So yeah, I don't know why I'm actually recording this. I've kind of had the idea to do it for a while, or just record something. I did it years and years ago before I went to college, but that was a recording of Silent Hill 3, and I only started recording like halfway through the game, and also that those recordings are on a hard drive that's not in a computer that I'm using, and also I don't know how it would work to plug it into my computer that I'm using now, because it has the operating system on the hard drive. It's a solid state hard drive, but anyway. I'm gonna have to change the text speed, because as much as I would love to do all the voice acting for these characters, I really would not actually love to do that. So anyway, here's the first randomized Pokemon. Before I do that, I'm going to change the text speed and do all that stuff. Fast. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to change right now. So let's see what we have. Droopy opened the gift box. I've brought 3 Pokemon, one for you and one for each of your friends. Please settle your choices politely. Enjoy your Pokemon. Now, I don't remember if this... I do know that... Ooh, we have a Glameow, a Dustox, and a Shuppet. And they have completely, seemingly normal color palettes, so maybe that just was a shiny Hoppip. Maybe I'm completely fucking crazy. I'm actually, for the, like, interest factor of this run, going to be choosing Shuppet, probably, because I don't want a Pokemon that's just not... Is it a water type? Oh, yeah, okay, so I did also randomize the types. So we have a water-type Shuppet, a normal-type Purugly, wow, how interesting. And an ice-type Dustox, which is pretty cool, but I'm gonna choose the Shuppet. I don't know if, by randomizing the types, that has any bearing on whether or not fully evolved Pokemon can still evolve, and I kind of feel like it wouldn't, I don't know. It didn't change that. I'm sure, like, the Purugly and Dustox probably couldn't have evolved with any of the settings that I changed. So I want to see what the Shuppet evolves into, because I did randomize the evolutions. And I also want to see which... Let's see, so the left side... I know that the middle one is Tepig, because it's the one that you automatically look at. Okay, she chose Dustox. And she always chooses the weaker one, so I guess she would have chose... Oh my god, Sandstream? My other thought for this was going to be, we have superpower. Oh, but I know it's an ice type, so it's not going to be... Oh, but Charge Beam might be good too. I do want to see what the deal with this Shuppet is. 13 attack, so it's a physical attacker. It has plus, which really sucks. Let's see, can I see the nature? Water and Ghost. Oh, so it's still a Ghost type. Interesting, okay. So I guess it happened to randomize to... Yeah, I mean, that's what, like a 1 in 16? 1 in 17? How many types were there in... It was 16 in Gen 5, right? Or maybe, or 15, I mean? Either way. Oh! Wait! Stomp would have been randomized... So, Stomp would have had to have been a... Oh my god. For a starter battle? I'm actually pretty glad I didn't choose that Dustox now, because I really like this Shuppet. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. Oh, I didn't see what it was. It's probably Stomp again, but... Jesus Christ, this Shuppet is a monster. I think I am... Yeah, and we're gonna level up pretty quickly. I think I am gonna do this as a Nuzlocke then. I was kind of hesitant about it just because, like... Well, first of all, I need to figure out which routes and areas I can catch Pokemon at. I'll kind of eyeball it at the beginning, and then whenever, Actually, do I... Hold on. Can I... Okay, I can see I've been recording for 7 minutes. Jesus Christ, that feels... Like, time has gone by really fucking quickly. Wow, Drippy, you're gonna be an awesome trainer someday, I can tell. No doubt. Isn't that a band? Anyway, yeah, we destroyed this house. So that's cool. There's... There are paw prints everywhere, which is kind of interesting considering that neither of the Pokemon that we were just using to fight actually have feet. They just kind of float. Well, I guess Dustox. I don't know if it has feet. Does it have feet? I mean, definitely not like paws, like the ones, you know, the prints on the ground, but, anyway. It's time for us to fight Sharon and his Perugly, and we will see how that goes. I'm really interested to see, I mean, I don't... Zoe! Oh, never mind, not Sharon. Oops. Poet Zoe, damn. I didn't know that they changed their name. Now I feel kind of bad. Sorry about that, Zoe. But, either way, let's see. So, it was a normal type, at least. I'm gonna try Superpower. Mega Drain. Oh no, that's wait, oh no, because it's not gonna be Grass type. Wait, what type? Okay. So... There's just so much going on. There's so much to consider with this. Not very effective. Interesting. Okay. My defense falling is not very good. I don't think I didn't randomize the physical special split. Like, wow. All right. That. Oh my god. I just remembered that it's a normal type. Okay, well, we're not winning this battle. I'm not gonna call the Nuzlocke here because that would be kind of ridiculous. I'm kind of hoping that the AI... Me first. Oh no, okay, it's gonna use Superpower. Well... Goodbye, Shuppet. That's... Damn, it would have been nice to get all that XP, but we already got way more than you typically get in the, like, first trainer battle. I'm pretty sure that in a first trainer battle, you get just... I think in the original Black and White, if I remember correctly, and also I have the running shoes already, as you can see, I didn't want to deal with fucking, like, walking everywhere. It's one of the, like, few... Well, not few, I don't want to be unfair. One of the things that I do like about the new games that they just objectively improved upon is, being able to run from the start. I don't think... Well, you have to do that really long, annoying walk with the starters in Scarlet and Violet. I'm remembering it being annoying, but also I might be wrong. I might have actually like really enjoyed doing that little walk section. But anyway, yeah, walking at the beginning of this game is like really dumb. It should just be like one of the first things that they let you do in the game is like, I don't know, like when you're in your room, you're like, oh, let me put my running shoes on that I already own, and not just like, I don't know, fucking, does, do we just never run? Like, we can't run? Like, it's physically, oh, the P-dubs. I think at nighttime, oh, what are they at nighttime? There's something else at nighttime. The attention to detail in this game is just so, like, unmatched by the newer games, I guess. And I don't want to shit on the newer games too much, because there are some things that I do genuinely, like, enjoy about them. And I don't want to be unfair, but I just... Whenever I think about this game... Oh, I'm going to Bianca's house. God, I'm, like, not even paying attention. I want to go somewhere with my Pokemon too, but first we have to go thank Professor Juniper. Come on, the lab is this way. But I also have to go get Bianca first. And then her dad's gonna be all pissed off. He's like,
No, 1,000 times no!
but I'm a good trainer who got a Pokemon and everything. I can totally go on an adventure. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'll be waiting for you in front of the lab, okay? The dad's like, fucking bitch daughter, fucking can't believe she's going on a journey without me. What a cute little room. Trash can is empty. What is that like a bonsai tree on the desk? It's definitely some kind of plant. Kind of reminds me of like a shaman a little bit. Although I think shaman, like the Gracidia flowers and stuff, and the flowers that shaman has are like a purple or a pink color. So, yeah. Anyway. I was also planning on kind of using this recording, not this specific recording, but like recordings in general of me playing this game or whichever game it was going to be, as kind of like a therapeutic thing, because as it is, therapy's expensive, dude. I can largely only afford to go once every, like, bi-weekly, basically, without, needing to not have any saved money, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, and I feel like my therapy sessions are pretty, like, productive, and oh, I would like to give my Pokemon a nickname. But let's see, what should I think I'll do, hold on. This is not gonna make any sense once the Pokemon evolves, but that's what his nickname's gonna be for now. As for why I gave you all, gave all of you Pokemon, it's for the Pokédex, right? Pokédex? What is this word coming out of your mouth? I'm astonished. Nice work, Sharon. You're so smart, Sharon. What was I talking about? Therapy? Yeah. Not enough therapy. I feel like, ideally, under like single payer healthcare assistant or something, like, I feel like people would obviously have much easier access to healthcare, like, broadly, but especially therapy. Like, goddamn, I feel like, if we lived in the Pokemon world, I could just be like, hey, I need therapy every other day, and it wouldn't be an issue, because they definitely have some form of universal healthcare in the Pokemon world, which, I know is like a broadly talked about meme, but it's kind of wild, like, with games like this, how they just include something as, like, compared to US politics at least, radical as the idea of just healing your Pokemon at any time. Like, in real life, and I was going to say, okay, my thought process, right? I need to fully articulate this. One could chalk it up to being like, oh, like, of course they would heal Pokemon, like, basically animals at no cost. Like, you don't... I guess if you're going to be borderline abusing them in battles, you might as well heal them for free, you know? But we don't do that. But I don't... Well, at least, you know... I don't know how actually veterinary care works in other countries. Never really thought about that. That's, I think, on the left. Never really noticed this, but you can see the part of Route 1 that you can't get to until, like, the post-game. Which will be interesting to see what kind of stuff lies over there. She wants us all to take our first steps at the same time. Hey, Droopy. Also, yeah, I'm probably just going to be dipping in and out of actually reading the lines, but I'm not going to be going too deep into voices, I would imagine. Let's take all our... No, I'm just kidding. Let's take all our first step on Route 1 together. Take our first step. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. 1, 2... Route 1. Oh, I wonder what will happen. Isn't this so exciting? It sure is. Come on, the professor's waiting. I was reading the Metamorphosis earlier. I had kind of begun to read it at one point, like, years ago before, and obviously the plot, like, is fairly straightforward. Most people, I think, who are aware of the book know. Oh! The color palette! That's actually such a... Oh, that's so... Oh my god, I'm so glad I switched up the color palette. Wow. I'm also just thinking, if I had randomized the like damage that moves do, and she just clicked pound and it was like a 150 base power move and just fucking one-shots the Patrat, the battle just ends and she's like, oh, well. What was I talking about? I don't know. Patrat was caught. I don't know, I feel like... Oh, I was talking about the Metamorphosis. So, generally, throughout late high school and college, I've always kind of stuck with non-fiction writing. Mostly, like... Honestly, the vast majority of what I've read the past maybe half a decade or so has been, like, political theory. Not to, and I mean, not that I remember most of what I've read. There are definitely bits and pieces that stick out, and I can remember the broad overviews of the various things that I've read. You know, Althusser, Eric Fromm, Malatesta, Kropotkin, like being a big one. I have not really read, like, a book in a while, and part of it is just because, I don't know, there has been, like, while I've been in school, fatigue that's set in. Also, I have the, Jesus, keep forgetting what my buttons are set to. I have Pokeballs, right? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we get, before I continue talking about my book reading journey. What is it? What is it? A Chinchou. Very interesting. And very... I don't know, I like how it looks. I like the pink and yellow actually goes really hard. The drizzle is, I think, thematic for, you know, Chinchou as like a Pokemon, it being a water-dwelling Pokemon. I don't actually know if they're water types, if they're electric types. Maybe electric and water. I could be wrong, I mean, in this case, obviously, not. We'll see what it is in a second. But now that I'm nearing an Ice-type Pokemon, That's so cool. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, so we have a water and ghost type and an ice type Pokemon. What am I gonna name her? Not being very creative with my names, to be honest. Just a little Street Fighter-y name there. But anyway, I think I will end this recording, if for no other reason, just to see how much space 20 minutes takes up on my hard drive. And then I will go from there. So I will begin... I don't know. I don't really know what to say to close this out. Because I don't even know if it's going to be something that I do, like, long-term. I don't know if it's going to be something... for all I know, the audio could just be completely fucked, and you could, like, not hear jack shit. Like, I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of awkwardly, like, say bye, and then that's going to be it. And then, yeah. And for anybody wondering if this somehow... If I decide to post this or whatever, I do own this game. I own a physical copy of this game, so don't come after me.